Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make one of the three presets that you see on the screen right now. Before we do that though, I'm going to go over the free preset that I'm going to leave in the description. I have that on the timeline now. There's actually 3 in 1. 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to go over all of them. I will note before I forget, right now I'm on a 1080 timeline. Normally I edit in 4K. So if you go to 4K, you'll see the logo is much smaller. But you can just resize it right here. I'm going to go over a few of the controls before we get started making the preset. Got a rotation. You can bring it in any angle. And just select whichever one you want right up here. You want that to move faster, just shorten it. And you can resize it. Go back to 1. You want to change the logo, hit the browse button. You may have to navigate to your folder with your logos. And double click on it, that's all you gotta do. It'll do something a little bit different. They're all labeled, logo 2. Again, you can change the angle. And you've seen 3 already. All right, we'll go ahead and go to Fusion, get started. By the way, when you download the free preset, go to Titles, SDS, Logo Replace, and there it'll be. Okay, once again, right-click in the media pool, New Fusion Comp. You can name it if you'd like, but you don't have to, and leave it on 5 seconds. Bring it down to your timeline and go to Fusion. For those of you that don't know me, I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed. Can't use my hands and arms. I put it out there every time for the ones that don't know me. They'll sometimes question why I have it up there in a way. Let's grab a background. Connect the in and the media out. Turn the alpha all the way down. You're going to want to bring your logo in using a loader node. If you bring it from the media pool, it isn't going to stay with the preset. When you restart it into a different project, it isn't going to work. It'll be just black. And I'm also going to show you how to bundle the media along with the preset so you can send it out to somebody, or if you rename it or move it in your computer, you won't lose your preset. Click away right about here, shift space and loader. You may have to navigate to your folder, merge it into the background. And the loader node is actually where the file name is to change the media. Look in the inspector, you'll see it there right now. Select the loader node and add a transform. Go to the merge. Size yours accordingly. Select the merge again, shift space, and drop shadow. And let's animate this now. We'll select the merge again. Put your playhead at frame 0. On the center X, move it to the left. You want to go a little extra farther because we're going to be able to make this diagonal as well. I'm going to go to minus 0.35. Set a keyframe. I'm on a 30 FPS. You may have to adjust accordingly. I'm going to move in 1 second. 30 frames. And reset the center X back to 0.5. I'm going to advance 10 frames. It doesn't matter how many you advance to. I always go 10, but you can go as little as 2 or 3. We're going to add a keyframe stretcher at the end. That way you can stretch this as long as you like, or make it quite a bit shorter. Set another keyframe. Advance 1 more second. And now I'll go to the right. Make it smaller. Just gonna make sure we have it correct. And the center X will be 1.35 on the right. Open your spline. If this isn't the way your spline window, go up to the top right. You'll see a little button that says shrink. And select them. Go to zoom to fit. And select all. Hit F on the keyboard. And then T. We're going to adjust the ease in and ease out. So we can lock it. And run this up to about 40. Doesn't have to be perfect. Lock them. Close your spline. Select the drop shadow. Shift space and keyframe stretcher. Now on our keyframing, our gap from the in and then to the out is between 30 and 40 frames. So go back to the keyframe. On the stretch start, put in 30. On the stretch end, put in 40. Or whatever you had to adjust to. Scrub your playhead to where your logo starts going off the screen. Then take the source end and rotate it to the left. You might have to do this several times. You want this to start moving with about 1 second left. Which is 120. Give it a play. All right, we'll go ahead and make the macro. Click away, make sure nothing's selected. Hold the control button down. Select these in the order that I do. Then hit A on the keyboard. Keep the control button down. Deselect the media out. Right click on any one of the other nodes. My keyboard does weird things. Go to macro. Create macro. Give it a name. Okay, follow along. On the loader node, if you don't know what to select in the macro, just select whatever node you're working on, and it'll show you over here in the inspector. You want to include this file name, then we'll rename it logo. Then we'll go to path. And a Z rotation. And change that to angle. I'm going to show you what that Z on the path. You select the merge. That's where we animated it from. Go to modifiers. And a Z rotation is where we're going to get our angle at. Transform. An angle, put logo rotation. Make it rotate just the logo itself. Drop shadow. Go to file. Save as group. It takes you to macros. We'll go to Fusion instead. Templates. Edit. Titles. Now here's where we're going to want to make our folder. I'm going to go ahead and make one this time. Click into it. And hit save. Close your macro. Go to the edit page. We'll find it. And if you click on it, you'll see we have all the controls. If you look close at the logo, the media coming in shows it's going back to my G drive on my computer. We're going to change that. It's going to be settings when we're done. That way it'll be bundled right in the preset. Right now, if I was to change the name or move the file or anything, I will lose the preset. But being we use a loader node, as long as I don't do any of that, we'll be able to use it right across the board on any project. But I'm going to show you how to bake it right in. So now we need to go find that folder. Back to Fusion. If you don't see this, select Effects. Go to Titles. And right click on it. You can also open it with these three little dots. Or right click. And show folder. Okay, I already showed you it worked the way it is. I use this Visual Studio Code. There are plenty of them out there that are free. This one is free as well. I'll open it. Drag your comp, drop it in. You want to scroll down to the loader. Look for that right there. And remember the name of your logo. Also, I recommend not to use numbers in naming it. it can cause issues with it not working. Always name it with text. That right there is showing the path back to my G drive. You want to highlight what I just did. Type in settings : like that. Go up here to File and Save. Now let's go back. And now you'll see our preset is not working. What you want to do is go back to your folder, get your logo. This is one I use. I'll copy and paste it in the other folder. And when I do this, if you watch to the left, it's going to automatically update. And there it did, just updated. Now if you click on it, it says settings with the name of your logo. Now it means it's baked right in the preset. So if you change it, you lose it, the preset will always work. Now let's put a thumbnail on it. Right here. Go back to our folder. Now a thumbnail is 104 by 58. I'll copy and paste it here. You'll think it updated because it dropped out like that, but it didn't. Go back to your folder. You want to take our comp, which is a settings file now. You want to copy it and paste it into our PNG picture. So it has the same name except for the comp will be settings, the picture will be PNG. And if you look to the left, it already updated. And now you'll see it has a thumbnail on it. And it works with the settings file. Now we'll go ahead. I'll show you how to make it a DRFX file. Back to that same folder. I'm going to add a folder. Name it Edit. Click into it, make another folder. Titles. Click into it, make another folder. And this is going to be your folder, whatever you want to name it. Now I'll go back to the edit. Okay, then you want to highlight all three of these. Copy. Click away, go to edit. Titles. Your folder. And paste them in there. Go back to edit. Right click. Compress to. Zip folder, but we're not going to leave it a zip. We'll get the name of that. Paste that name in, and then .drfx. Hit enter, a little window will pop up, hit yes. And now if you double click on it, it should automatically pop up. Hit install. That's the one. And if you go to templates, that's right here. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.